Hi, I'm Arron, a volunteer for e-NABLE, and I 3D print hands for kids.
Welcome to Buy Local Michigan, where we are promoting Michigan business, communities, and its people.
Hi, I'm Dwayne from DW Video Multimedia, and I'd like to welcome Arron to the show today. Welcome, Arron.
Thank you for having me.
What is e-NABLE?
e-NABLE is a great worldwide organization of volunteers. There's over 3,500 members, and we donate 3D printed prosthetics to kids and adults.
And I see here that we have a theme.
Yeah, I kind of took a run on the superhero themes. This was one of my first ones. I did a Wolverine-themed prosthetic hand.
Okay.
I've done Batman, I've done Captain America.
And I know this is kind of a loaded question, but it could be kind of long, but what inspired you to get started?
When I first got into 3D printing, you start small and kind of work your way up to bigger projects. And I wanted to challenge myself for a multi-part piece. And I found one of e-NABLE's open sourced hand designs, and I printed it and I assembled it, and I fell in love with the organization. And
so little did you know when you started that this would actually take you down a path that you weren't even looking at going down at the time.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. The people that I've met, the families I've been able to help.
Normal hands like we have right here, how many pieces?
Oh, probably about 15 to 20 pieces, give or take.
Okay, and then when the 3D printer will then make the hand, and then you have people that will assemble the hands. And how hard is it for someone to learn?
The beauty of e-NABLE is we try to take the guesswork out of it for you. If we go online to our website, enablingthefuture.org, you can find lots of documentation and assembly videos. We like to think of them, we try to keep it as simple as possible. They're kind of like complex Lego kits.
Okay, because as we're seeing here with the, we've got different parts here, you got part, and the whole idea is here not to get a hand that's like a human hand. Do they have control over individual fingers?
Not in these current designs. Low cost and simplicity is the key. We want to have readily available materials such as just elastic from the hobby store and some fishing line. We have more advanced hands where we're able to do a little more articulation, but the cost goes up, the time in the build is increased.
You said something earlier before we came on about the products are about $50 for each hand?
In materials, you have about $10 in plastic, and about $20 to $30 in parts and materials, and then we ship them out. So it's around $30 to $50 per hand, and that's in comparison. A similar device, mechanical device, would be $2,000 to $4,000 range.
Okay,
and that's something children will grow out of in a year. And with this, you just reprint it.
I love the word enable because you just enable people, either as a volunteer to enable themselves to build these for other people and for the people that get them to be enabled. Currently, where are you putting these together?
Initially, I started building them right out of my house. And I found a great group in Grand Rapids called GR Makers. It's a makerspace. They invited me in. They have 3D printers and sponsored materials, and now I can work full-time out of there, not only making the hands, but also teaching classes and working with the community even more.
The very first hand that you made that you were able to deliver to somebody, how did that?
That was a very special build for me. It was a child, when his mother came to e-NABLE, and told the child that he was going to receive a hand, he didn't believe her, because in his words, he didn't believe that good things happened to him. And I took that to heart, and I made sure I made it extra special for him, put it in he wanted a robotic themed one, so I turned him into an e-NABLE, an e-NABLE superhero. And so I made a special case for him, and when I saw the pictures of him moving the hand for the first time, I carried that in my mind for weeks.
Inspires you to go out and do more.
Yeah, who's next?
Who would most benefit from a device like this?
Well, these initial hand designs are for children that are born or through some incident that are missing their fingers and thumbs, but they still have some flex in the wrist. It's that flex in the wrist. Basically, if you can bend your wrist, you can make a fist. We have about 8 designs total that are open sourced, open to the public. And we have elbow actuated devices all the way up to a myoelectric arm. And depending on the child's needs, that would focus on which device would be best for them.
So you're enabling. How can somebody get in touch with the organization to either volunteer to build these, or if they've got a 3D printer that isn't being used all the time, that you can give them the CAD files, or if somebody just wants to donate, how do they do that?
The first step would be go to the e-NABLE website, which is enablingthefuture.org. Okay. There's a donation button there, and there's all the information that you would need to get started, whether you are seeking a device or you wish to help. If you are here in the community, if you come and contact me through GR Makers, we can get you set up with everything you need.
I want to thank you for taking the time to come in today. I'm Dwayne from DW Video and Multimedia. Remember to buy and shop locally.
Buy Local Michigan is produced by DW Video and Multimedia, where we are telling your story.